Hello friends, today's date is 18th October 2021 and today's video topic is recursion in Java. So let's see what is the recursion in Java. Recursion is the process in which a method calls that continuously and a method in Java that call itself is called recursive method. It is a it is the it makes the code compact but complex to understand, and syntax of the recursion is return type, then method name, and in a open curly within a open curly close curly bracket we can write the code to be executed, and method name that is the calling same method. This is the syntax of the recursion, and recursion is a method in a Java. It calls itself, and it called itself, and recursion is a technique of making function call itself, and this technique provides a way to break the complicated problems down into simple problems which are easier to solve, and the process in which functions calls itself directly or indirectly is called recursion, and the corresponding function is called as recursive function. Then using the recursion algorithm, the certain problems we can be solved easily, and it is in a recursive program. The solution of the base case is provided, and the solution of the bigger problem is expressed in terms of smaller problems. There are two main requirements of recursive functions. First one is stop conditions. The function returns the value when a certain condition is satisfied without a further recursive call. And second one is the recursive call. The function calls itself with an input which is a step closer to the stop condition. Then now we can see how to just solve problem using a recursion. The idea is it is a represent a problem in terms of one or more smaller problems, and add one or more base conditions that stop the recursions. For example, a factorial n, if we know the factorial of n minus 1, the base case for factorial would be n is equal to 0, and if we return 1, then n is equal to 0. Also in a stack overflow errors also occurs in a recursion. If the base case is not reached or not defined, then the stack overflow problem may arise. Now we can see the example to understand easily. Suppose integer fact in bracket integer n, and if n is equal to 100, then it returns the 1, else return n into fact in bracket n minus 1. If factor of 10 is called, and it will call the fact 9, fact 8, fact 7, and so on, but the number will never reach 100. So the base case is not reached if the memory is executed by these functions on the stack. It will cause a stack overflow error. And now we can see the difference between the direct and indirect recursions. Function is function is called direct recursive. Direct recursive if it calls the same function, and function and if function is called indirect recursive if it calls another functions, says function new, and function new calls the function directly or indirectly. Now we can see the example of the now we can see the disadvantages of the recursive program. The recursive and iterative programs have the same problem to solve problem, that is solving powers. That is every recursive program has a greater space requirements that iterative programs, as all functions will remain in the stack until the base case is reached. It also has a greater time requirements because of functions calls and returns overhead. And now we can see the another example of the recursion. Suppose we have to create a class recursion example. Then we can create a method that is the static void p. Then we can write the message system.out.println hello, and we can call the method p. Then we can create the main method, and we can also call the method p. Then output is hello, and it is up to it returns the stack overflow error. Now we can see the another example, that is the finite times. We can create the class recursion. Then a static integer count is equal to 0. Then static void p, it is the method. Then count plus plus, if count is greater than equal to 5, then system.out.println hello, and plus count. Then we can create the we can call the method p, and then we can create the main method, and we can call the method p. Then output is hello 1, hello 2, up to hello 5. So it's all about the information of the recursions. Thank you so much.